Hey gang, Jeff Stone here with another episode of MagicReview.com, day 28 of the year 2015. We're looking at the Annihilation wallet by Paul Carnazzo. So the basic premise of what you're getting here, it's a $165 wallet, okay? And what its point or purpose is to replace your wallet that you carry with you everywhere you go, just your everyday non-magical wallet. It's to replace that wallet so that you can use it as your regular wallet, but on top of that, it has four gimmicked features in the wallet, built in the wallet itself. These are four features and gimmicks that you're probably familiar with, and he tells you what they are in the ad copy, so I'm going to just tell you that too, and I'm even going to show them to you, so you see what you're getting. One feature, it's a peak wallet. Second feature, it's a load wallet for loading billets and small things into a zippered compartment. It is a 9 billet index and an 8 card index. That's what you're getting. Plus, on top of that, you also get a place for your business cards, a place for your ID, and a place to hold 6 credit cards. So, here's my wallet. This is my everyday non-magical wallet that's filled with magic. So, basically what I have here is... actually, I have Paul Carnazzo's Dreamweaver effect. I've got Jay Sankey's sound waves right here. And I've got 5 ESP cards, Max Maven's wave, and then underneath here, if I lift the flap, I'll just cover my driver's license. That's my license being covered, and then I have my 2 debit cards right there. And then and then inside of here, I have Richard Sanders' Powerball 60, I think is what it's called. And that's it. And then I actually have my crib sheet hidden in here for the Dreamweaver effect. That's my whole wallet. There's not a whole lot of stuff in there. I also keep my key in there. So it's a regular size wallet. It's not too thick. I like the size of it, and I like the way it feels. This wallet, this is the Paul Carnazzo wallet, the Annihilation wallet. I'm going to show you a comparison here of how the sizes compare. So his wallet's a little bit bigger. It's hard to tell here, but it is a little bit wider, and it's definitely obviously a bit taller. And it's the thickness is a little bit thicker. Now there is stuff loaded in here, but here's what you're getting. All right, let's open this thing up. And when you first open it, you've got 3 here, credit card slots. And then you flip it over, and you've got your ID, maybe driver's license or whatever, and then over here is a pocket for business cards. And depending on how broken in your wallet is and how your business cards, what thickness they are and stuff like that, you can hold 6, 8, maybe 10 cards in here. Now Paul Carnazzo says that once his wallet was broken in, he was able to fit about 15 in there. So it just depends on how thick you want it. So that's basically what you're getting for the regular wallet stuff. Now, next, we have a very, very good peak wallet here that I'm gonna show you that last. We'll come to that in a few minutes. Then on top of that, you have a 9 index billet index here. Let me just kind of show you that. It's hard to see this, but right there you go. I'll squish the wallet like that. That's 9. Now, what you might see there's there's a billet that's kind of slid down in there. So that's one of the problems I have with the wallet. It's a 3x3, so 3 columns, 3 rows. The top row, the pocket is very deep, and so I'll show you. If I stick my finger in, it's like knuckle deep, and that's a lot of space there. And so the top row of billets tend to fall down into that pocket. So getting them out, you either have to have tacky fingers, maybe you're using Octopalm, or give it one of those. And then I can reach in and bam, I pull it right out, no problem. But so if you don't mind having to lick your finger, or if you already have naturally tacky skin, which I don't. I live in Utah and it is dry as a bone out here. So anyway, let's take a look at the other small issue that is overcomable, but it's a pain in the butt. And that is, man, I don't know if you can see this, but right down here, that bottom billet down there, okay? That's in the corner of the wallet, and it's really a bit of a pain to put that billet in its place. It's not something that you're doing in front of your spectators, obviously. This is setting your wallet up in advance before you leave the house, or between tables if you're, doing the billet trick and then you go to the next table and the next table and the next table. You're going to have to keep putting the billets back in place when you're done. So I'm actually going to remove that billet right now, which is very easy to do. Getting all the billets out is easy, which you need that to be fast and easy when you're doing a performance, obviously. So I'm just going to, let's say that I just did this at a table and I pulled that billet out of that corner and I unfold it, and lo and behold, it matched the prediction. Okay, there's nothing on here, but so now before I go to the next table, I got to put it back in that little slot. So I'm going to do that right now so you see exactly how long it takes. So here we go, starting now. Sorry about the silence. See, tricky. This is actually my second take of this video today. There we go, I just couldn't see it. And the first take, I got it in there in just a second. This one, man, I'm having a hard time getting it in there. So that is one, there we go, got it, okay. So that's one of the issues you have to be aware of, is that putting that billet back is a little bit of a pain. That took me, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 seconds, which isn't that big a deal in the scheme of things, but it's a little annoying trying to get that in there. Any of the other billets, like here's another billet from another spot, and bam, it's back in. It just takes a second. It's just that maybe one or two on that last row in the corner there that are a little bit tricky. So the things to be aware about with the billet index: one or two of them on the last column, I should say, are tricky, and then the top row has a tendency for the billet to slip down inside. So they're not insurmountable. I mean, the corner thing, it took me 10 seconds to get it in there. The top rows, if you don't mind licking your finger to pull it out, you're good. Okay, so other than that, you got 9 index billet index, or 9 billet index, however you want to look at it. And he has an effect on the DVD that he shows you. He doesn't perform it; he just kind of walks you through it. And again, it's a clever idea and everything, and simple. But this is the kind of thing where you probably already know what you would use this for if you bought it. This is not like for a beginner or for somebody that's never done mentalism. This is a tool that a mentalist would buy. All right, next. So the next section of the wallet is just where you can put actual dollar bills, your billfold. And then the next section is an 8-card index, and it's got, so there's 2 here and 2 here, and then 4 down there. Very easy to access the cards and get them out, and this would be great if you, for lots of the, I'll just throw out the name Kenton Epper, and I'll leave it at that. There's an effect that you probably know if you're a mentalist that he does, that this would come in handy. I don't want to expose the effect or anything, but you can also use that index for photographs, anything that's roughly the size of a playing card, and it goes in and out of that, no problems at all, super easy. Next, you have the zipper compartment right here at the very back of the wallet, the zipper that runs along this whole back here. And it is a compartment that's zipped up, but you're still able to secretly load stuff into it. And again, all this exposure I'm doing here is all in the ad copy, so I'm not, stabbing Paul in the back here or anything by telling all this stuff. It's all in the ad copy. So anyway, the zipper compartment, you're able to load stuff while your wallet is in this condition, closed up. You're able to load stuff into that zipper compartment. The catch is it has to be small stuff. Okay. You can't even really load your business card into it because it'll get jammed up and hung up. Now, you could load your business card if it were like this, fold it in half, piece of cake. You can load it right in, no problem. And so it's meant for loading a billet, basically. But Paul does say on the DVD that you could load playing cards and business cards. No, you can't, guys. You really can't. The playing card particularly, it just gets jammed up and hung up on the folds of the wallet. It's hard to say without exposing too much. You just can't do it. And the size of a playing card just doesn't work for this kind of a wallet. So even though he says that in the DVD, I really, you can't do it. And he doesn't really show you how to do it. He just casually mentions it. So I would not, if you're looking for like a Mullica wallet replacement, don't get this. If you're looking for all these other tools in here, then yeah, this is a good buy. Okay, so next thing. With the, if you're familiar with Mark Striving's Sight Unseen case, then this is actually a replacement for that too. And that Mark Striving's gave permission for Paul Carnazzo to teach that and explain that. And so if you don't know what the Sight Unseen case is, the explanation in the DVD will be a little bit confusing to you. But if you're familiar with it, then it all makes sense. And even if you're a little confused by it, you'll still be able to see how you could use it to do certain things that the Sight Unseen case would do. So, yes, vague and confusing. I'm just trying to protect some things about the method. So, you can use this for like a confabulation style thing. You could, you have your business card sitting here and you're writing down what the things that are being named, and then you put your business card down, and here's the things that were named. Then you open up your wallet, unzip it, and bam, you pull out a prediction that has those 3 items named on it. You can use it for that. There's lots of different things you can do with it. So there's a lot of potential for that load chamber. Just be aware that you cannot load a card or a business card in it. You can only load something that's small and folded up. I would say nothing bigger than that. Okay, last but not least is the peek feature. This is my favorite feature by far. So you have somebody write something on here, and I don't even know what I wrote there, just some weird drawing. You have them, while you're in the other room, if you want, stick it back in here. And he has a great tip on how to make sure it goes in properly. So you stick it in there, and now and this is sitting on the table. Now, here's the thing. Right now, I can see plain as day that drawing. Clear. The peak is very, very subtle. Now I'm holding it there in position, but this is sitting on the table, and you just pick it up, and as you pick it up, you get your peak, and you close it up and set it aside, or you just pick it up and just set the whole thing aside. But getting the peak is super easy, totally invisible to the spectator, and then you can do whatever, a design duplication or whatever you want to do. So very, very, very clever idea there. Very, very clever concept. So that's the basic thing, idea of the whole wallet. It's made out of leather. It's very well made, and I think it'll last you a while. And again, over time, it'll break in properly. So the precautions: the zipper compartment, you cannot load big items into it. Stick with small items. The other problem is the billet index. Overall, it works good, but you do have the problem of having to lick your finger to get the billet out, and you have the problem of the little 2 in the corner that are hard to do. When all is said and done, however, this thing functions just like it says in the ad copy. There's nothing misleading or anything like that in the ad copy, and with just a little bit of practice and dealing with those couple issues I mentioned, there's no problem using this. So if you're looking for a tool that's a peak wallet or a billet index or a playing card index or a load chamber for billets, or you could easily do a confabulation style thing or anything like that, this is a solid purchase. Very, very well made, and generally speaking does what it's supposed to, with the couple of exceptions I've mentioned. And even those are overcomeable. So that's it. Final rating, 4 stars, stone status of gem. It's now time for you to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and listen to the random iTunes song of the moment, which is, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? 2 days in a row we get Patsy Cline, man. It's also, I told you I'm going to do a bunch of wallet things in a row, so maybe every wallet effect is going to have a Patsy Cline tune on it. If you watched yesterday's video, I tried to get another song just to see if I can get something that wasn't country, and I couldn't get any metal to come up, man. I don't know what the deal is. So today we've got oh, it's a typo in the song title. I wonder if I did that. The Heart You Break May Be Your Own. It says the Here You Break. The Heart You Break May Be Your Own by Patsy Cline. Anyway, that's it for this video. Stay tuned tomorrow, or tune in tomorrow, day 29, where we look at Big Blind Media and Cameron Francis, the Wallet Transformer. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.